What is going on, you beautiful people? So today we are going to be talking about this Tyler Myers interview. If you have not heard, he went on the Cam and Strick podcast, and they basically went on and talked about a number of topics. Definitely go show them some love. Check it out, the full audio. But I wanted to get my take on the interview. I have watched it. It was great. They were laughing. A lot of good topics they talked about, and we're going to be talking about some of the main ones. So if you guys like them, go give them some love. And if you guys like this channel, all the news and all the stuff we do on here, Canucks, drop a show some love, sub, and all that lovely stuff. All right, so let's get straight into it. From Adam here, you get a little bit of a recap. So the Canucks, Tyler Myers, on the rumors surrounding Quinn Hughes leaving Vancouver after his contract is over on the Cam and Strick podcast. He doesn't like all that speculation and stuff. He loves his brothers. He loves his family. He like everybody else, but he's not going around the room saying he wants to play with his brothers. I know it's a big story around the hockey world, but everybody makes it a lot more than it is. So first of all, when he was having this interview, he was joking around and they were just really giving it to him in a really nice way. And he was laughing while he was answering these questions. So that was tone. It was definitely a happy tone when he's saying all this stuff. And he basically said what a lot of people have been saying for a long time. We don't really know what's going on with Quinn Hughes, but he wants to just go out. This story is bigger than it is. Now, a lot of it is self-inflicted by Alvin and Rutherford of some of the comments they said in the past. Probably not the best idea, but at the end of the day, we don't really know what it's going on. And they're defending this motion by saying it's a lot more than it actually is. Because Tyler Myers would know more than anybody, but would he really share with us? Probably not. The more interesting note, by the way, Thomas Drance had an article on The Athletic, and he talked about Quinn Hughes' extension. Now, we're going to get a lot more deeper into this specific topic in news you might have missed with my good friend Corey. We're going to be recording that shortly, but we got to talk about it quickly here. This is important. Canucks can offer Quinn Hughes an 8-year contract until mid-September 2026. Afterwards, he'll fall under the new CBA and be limited to a 7-year contract. If Hughes goes to a UFA, he'll only be able to get a 6-year contract, and Canucks have a lot of now leverage over that fact. The CBA has changed things. The fact is he can only really get an 8-year contract now with Vancouver. But again, we're going to get more into this, but it's never been about real money when it comes to Quinn Hughes. He's already made a ton of money. He's going to be making a ton of money more. Is that extra year or two going to really matter? I guess we're going to find out. So it got a little crazy. This is on the JT Miller, Elias Pettersson situation. It got a little crazy just publicly last year, way more than it was. I'm not going to sit here and say there wasn't tension, but I've been on a team where two players are in a full-on fist fight after a game who I know are close friends. There's going to be tension anywhere you go. Millsy and I got close. I was a lot more than I needed to be, but it wasn't anything crazy. We were figuring things out just like every other team does in different situations, but our locker room is great. I like coming into the ring every day. All the guys are close and we weren't too worried about it. So again, this is Tyler Myers protecting the dressing room, basically saying it wasn't as big of a problem as it was. But we have heard already from Rutherford itself that this was a big distraction. We heard from Alvin that this was a big distraction. He's not saying that there was nothing there. He was just saying maybe it's not as big as people made it out to be. Again, this is kind of like the Quinn Hughes thing. He's really just trying to lower the temperature down, which is very respectful by, honestly, probably one of the most respectful guys in the league in Tyler Myers and basically the dad of this team, right? He also said, by the way, on Quinn Hughes, his impact. He's maybe the best player I've seen, in my career. Him and Makar are on another level. It's fun to watch. He's amazing. It is funny. Every time Quinn Hughes gets mentioned, boom, Makar. Every time Makar is mentioned, boom, Quinn Hughes. They are kind of 1-2. Now, who is the better defenseman? Guys, we can go and debate this for the longest of times. They're both insanely talented defensemen, and they're both around the same age, and they're both kind of all in the same time period. Everything is just, it's insane, right, with these two guys. But I'll say this. We're really lucky to have Quinn, and we're going to do everything in our power to keep that guy happy for upcoming seasons so we can sign him to now an 8-year deal, which he can only get with Vancouver for the whole CBA aspect of it. By the way, he also said he is maybe the best player he's seen in his entire career. And Tyler Myers has seen a stupid amount of players in his career. He's getting a little bit up there in age for hockey terms, but he still has a little bit left in the tank. So that's the Tyler Myers stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, so have a good one, guys. Cheers.